Hey, it's Sean. Do you remember talking about budgeting in high school? Neither do I. But it's so important for financial literacy. We weren't taught this in school. Very few of us were taught this by our parents. But if you want to be astute in your finances, it's so important to understand. I want you to think about a budget not as something that constricts you, but think about this as having guardrails for your finances. It keeps you in line moving towards your goal. But what to use? You've got apps on your phone. You can use your online banking. You'd be surprised, they actually have pretty good budgeting tools in your online banking. We also have a budgeting template that I'd like to give to you, and I'd recommend that you just click on the link to go to our website. You can download it for free. It's something that I think would be really helpful in establishing your budget. So where do we begin? Well, the first thing I want you to do is write out all of your income. This includes money you make from your job. This includes any side hustle, any tips, any overtime. If you make money, every couple of months doing things like garage sales, I want you to include that as well. List out all of your income. The next thing is to list out your expenses. Now, this can be very overwhelming, but here's a couple of tips. First thing I'd recommend, take a look at your checking account. Where do you spend your money? Look at your credit card statements. That's going to give you a breakdown as well. Again, this can be overwhelming, but take the time to run through this exercise. Make sure you include things like birthdays and holidays. They come up every year, so you want to plan for them. Now, start subtracting what you spend from what you make. Let's be real. There's a chance that you spend more than you make. And I want you to know that that's okay, because the goal of this budget is we need to first figure out where you're at, so then we can figure out where you're going to go. Okay? So you want to write out your expenses, you want to write out your income, and if your income is higher, fantastic. That means you've got some money to save. If your expenses are higher, you're going to need to start either trimming down your expenses or potentially making more money, or maybe even a combination of both. But the goal of a budget is you want to spend less than you make so you can start putting money into savings, which is precisely what the next video is going to be about. What to do once you have savings. One final note, putting together a budget is not easy, but it's also not impossible if you've got someone walking through it with you. In the comments below, let me know what app you're using. And if you've used the template that I sent you, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Ask any questions you want. I'll be sure and answer them as best I can. I look forward to seeing you at my next video.